Their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 20. Six-yard line.
Their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, put your on it. Put your on it. Joker, 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 Joker. Watch it, come on.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
4 down, 4 down. Check, check.
Check 50, check.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
When you enter the game as the AFC Player of the Week award winner, you expect runs like that and then some.
It was fun to watch him in the opener last week in Week 1. He was spectacular and hoping for more here in Week 2.
Let's overload. 31.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tight end's right. You got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, watch 28.
On play action, they'll throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, You'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
57 to mine. 54.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He's got daylight. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 98 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Johnson.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 44-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. A first down carry here for Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Throwing on first down. Whitfield. And got his man complete. He's at the 50, 30, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming, baby.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here we go. Check.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most...
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They're going to look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, this from 53. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Back to throw. Whitfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Running from the gun, Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Goal line offense, something they've really been emphasizing in practice lately. Now they have a chance here to put all that hard work to use. They'll run it with Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Go! Switch!
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Check three.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here we go with Johnson. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy. They didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 3rd and 2, Whitfield is caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
57's the mic. Watch this.
The final shot before break. Whitfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. The final shot before break. Whitfield. They complete it to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week.
And he's going to go down again. Cleveland Farrell. Second sack of the night.
A loss of 11 on the sack. And it's third down.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Gets this one to Hill. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A big run there by Johnson. 47 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll drop the throw. He's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On third down, Johnson. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Ready. And read. Check. 59. Get ready. Set up.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. 2nd and 6. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Whitfield. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Let's go now. Come on, got the flag. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Now, take it.
Second and 1. And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 63 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. They go for just one here as it's up and good. And that will get them one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
2nd and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Back now here on EA Sports as we've got the final quarter upon us. We get ready to start the 4th. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Whitfield. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They go to Johnson again. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
His pass caught at the 4. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Right here.
Double time.
Now they try the right side here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Mike, 57.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Whitfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Whitfield. He's got Evans. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Quentin Williams able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Watch the screen. 57 to Mike. Mike 57.
To throw on 2nd down. Whitfield going to throw deep for the end. That is caught by Williams for a Chiefs touchdown. In for the score. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. A little flare, flare.
Again, it's Johnson.
Number 27, the ball carrier. The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Johnson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Raiders, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.